Yeah, well, we return our all-star quarterback in Hunter Gennard and Dale Wright at tailback, who's the third leading rusher in the country the last 2 years in a row. Throw in Cordell Hastings, who led us in receiving yards and touchdowns last year. Glota Mullally, who also was a very dynamic receiver for us, probably our second leading receiver, and then Caleb Ryder. You have 3 starters there at the receiving corps that are all back. Our starting quarterback's back, starting tailback is back. I mean, it's a great place to start. I wish we had that many starters coming back on the offensive line, but we returned 2 starters in Oliver Grant and Shelton Williams. So that's kind of where we're trying to figure out what's next. But our returning skill position players on the offensive side are very good, and some of the best in the conference. Returning defensive players, we start up front and we return all 4 starters from last season with Anderson Recker, Tommy Grant, Angelo Gentile, and Leon Young. All 4 of those guys were starters for us last year, and they all return. Our middle linebacker, Bailey Feltmate, who's recognized as one of the best in the country, is back at middle, and 3 returning defensive backs, and Jaden White-Frame, Brett Switzer, and Rory Kelly, 2 of which were all-stars last year. Bailey was an all-star last year. Tommy Grant and Anderson Recker were all-stars last year. So we return 8 on the defense. We lose 4, and we're pretty happy with our front. We think that we're going to be able to get after some people and cause some problems with just those 4, and then whatever other packages we decide to throw in from a blitz standpoint or a defensive personnel standpoint will be good. But I think we're solid up front, and that's a great start. Yeah, we had some guys that made some good plays. I think we were pretty sound in what we did. I liked watching Ethan Finney run around at tailback. I thought he did some good things late in the game. I liked Matthew Holmes was running around hitting people, local product here at Horton High. Ran around and sticking his head in a blender. He's not scared of contact. So, tough kid. We like watching him run around and do some things. Some of our young quarterbacks were okay. Struggled a little bit. Our offensive line is gelling at the thing, but our defensive linemen I thought did quite well. Ethan Sperling was very good, another local product, played very well, and I like what our young kids bring. I think they didn't get as much playing time as maybe they would like, but I thought they did some very good things, and we dressed 77 players, and all 77 played. So it was important for us to evaluate. We'll continue to evaluate this week and then into our bye week next week. Just in general, I think we want to be relentless in everything that we do. I think our special teams were sound last year. I want to be sound and very good on special teams again this year. I think it's going to be important for us. Offense and defense take a little while to gel, but our special teams need to be sound from day one, and I think Ben George back there kicking and punting will be a good start for us. He's had a great offseason, and he's going to be ready to go for us. Special teams will be the carryover from last year that I think we're going to be very good at. Well, I think, special teams and defense will have to carry us early on until the offense starts to gel. Offense always takes a little bit longer to get going, but special teams, we expect guys to get out there and run and, just be crazed dogs as they go out there. And then from there, I think the defense will feed off of that stuff, and then the offense will catch up.